Hello everybody and welcome back to the IgnitorSMP. This is, I don't know what episode this is, maybe episode 32, episode 33, it's something around there. We are back on IgnitorSMP, not an author blocks for a change. It has been a fantastic 2 weeks doing the huge crossover event with them, but well, it is also nice to be back on Igniter. And you can see I have been busy a little bit off camera. You may see some new things in this area outside my carrot castle. Let's start off with this build right here. It's kind of a pretty big build compared to what I normally do. It's a 2-story house looking pretty nice. You may also see some new carrot fields around the place. There are a couple more of those. There's one over there as well as one behind this new house. This house, I'm not as big of a fan of just because I think the tower looks kind of small. Well, like the top looks small, but the bottom looks long. I don't know. It needs something, but I can't really figure out what. It just looks very 2D. But you know, it works. It adds life to the area. So yeah, this house is new as well. I added a nice little path to there. For our third new build in the area is this little build right here with this nice path going up to it. I added some barrels for decoration, but again, very small little house right here. I wasn't really sure what to build, so I just came up with this. And finally, this slightly bigger build up here, which is very nice indeed. It's all deep slate, which looking back, maybe I shouldn't have made it all deep slate, but it works. Funnily enough, from the outside, it looks decently sized, but as soon as you go inside, it is the smallest thing ever, which is kind of funny. There is no way I can make any kind of interior for this. Oh yeah, and I also finished off this build. I did the side and the back, which is kind of exciting. I added a nice little window as well, which you can see into nothing. But that is all going to change because today I want to build some interiors. Mainly, I want to build the interior for this build because I feel like I can do some sort of nice interior considering there's a decent amount of space. I also want to do the interior for this house, considering I can probably make some sort of like living room, maybe a kitchen, something like that. And maybe if I have time, I'm gonna do an interior for this house as well. But before we get started, there is one other thing that I have been busy doing. And if we look down, you can see what it is. It is this terraforming. A couple of weeks ago, I started doing the terraforming on this side of the mountain, and I completed up to about here. So I did about here and onwards. So I did quite a lot. But this morning, I did from this chicken all the way over here. And while the terraforming may not look amazing, especially because the grass is darker because it's in the mesa, unfortunately, it definitely looks better than when there was no terraforming. Like, well, on the other side. I don't know if I should do this side or the back. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that, especially in this episode. I'm definitely not gonna have time. But I am glad that I got this side done, at least, because this is the side most people will see. However, let's gather up some materials to do an interior. I'm not sure what materials to use, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. I think I'm gonna want some spruce. I'm gonna grab 4 stacks of that. It looks like I've got some of these kind of blocks, so I can probably use that for a floor in a build. Looks like I can also use cobblestone, stone, and andesite. Oak, I don't have much of that. So because I'm lazy and don't want to wait to run my farm, for wood, I'm gonna head over to the shopping district, into this portal, and over to the wood shop, right in here. I'm probably only gonna need to spend 5 diamonds here. I think I'll grab 2 stacks of oak, and 3 stacks of dark oak. And now that looks like a pretty nice box to get us started. While we're in the shopping district, I just thought I would mention that Neatfreeze and GGJ have been doing some amazing work in the shopping district, adding some nice Halloween decorations all over the place to make things look a little bit more spookier and nicer for Halloween. The decorations are everywhere. I did help Neatfreeze out with getting those heads, but there are all sorts of decorations everywhere around the shopping district. So make sure to check out Neatfreeze and GGJ because they do some awesome stuff. You can also subscribe to me and all the other Igniter members. Going back to our base. Oh, of course it's nighttime. At least we can get a good night's sleep. That's better. So to start off here, I think we should start ripping out the floor. I forgot that I only did one layer of grass in here. There we go, we got this right here. And if you're wondering why I didn't mine out these blocks as well, that's because we're going to be putting some dark oak there. There we go, just going to repeat that on all the walls. Now we're going to add in the floor. For that, I've just got some very simple blocks right here, which I'm just going to mix in. We can now retexture these walls again. Strip these logs. And this is the area we've got to work with. So I'm thinking that we're going to have a ladder go up there with some trapdoors here. Small little kitchen there. Cabinets here. Trapdoors can make anything better. A place to sleep. I think that we should hop on over here to our wool farms. Now using these poppies from our iron farm, we can make some red wool. We can now make a very nice little carpet. We can now get a nice painting up on the wall, probably like here. Oh no, I accidentally made a whole load of planks. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. I just wanted to make some trapdoors to put around this crafting table. And now I think this room is pretty much done. If I have time later on, I will make an upstairs. But for now, that should do the trick. Pretty simple. Oh, forgot a block right there. May as well do that. Yeah, this is it. Pretty cozy down here. Oh, and I guess we should just put that there, since there is technically no upstairs, but it looks like there is from this angle. This is looking pretty cozy. However, we do need a torch so that mobs don't spawn, which can go right in the corner right there. Maybe for finishing touches, we put a stair there. But I think that is looking pretty nice. And it's time to move on to the next build. And hopefully you guys got a nice little time lapse, but this is a very simple build. I didn't really have much space in here, so I just went for a little cozy bookshelf, maybe some storage, like some chests or something, a little bed here. Of course, there is a top floor in case I do want to build it out, but at the moment I just don't have time since I built so many builds. And you know what? I have done it again. I have built another build. If we come up this wonderful little path over here, you will see it looming on over. If we follow the path past the carrot field, it is a little obstructed by this tree, but there we go. I believe it is a bit smaller. I mean, you can compare it. It is a bit smaller. But it's the same kind of style, I guess. I mean, it's alright. I think what would have made it a lot better is if I'd put the deep slate on the bottom and the stone on the top, but it is what it is, and it is another build. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be doing the interior on this build, and I want you guys to leave me a comment on why you think I'm not doing the interior here. You know, like, why am I not doing the interior inside? Like, leave me a comment down below. But moving on, I think we should do the interior of this build, right here. If we go in through the front door so we don't have to peep in through the window. I think we can make something kind of cozy out of this, maybe. Maybe we can make, like, probably just a kitchen, a living room, maybe a bedroom upstairs. So let's whip something up quickly. And I do believe that I forgot to record me doing this interior. I did change the outside a little bit just so it fit the sides a little bit better, but I didn't change it up too much. But this is the interior. I did something a little bit different for this build. I have my kitchen right here with a nice little carpet. There is actually stuff in these barrels because because of my shulker box was full, so I just dumped my leftover materials in there. Oh, I might actually put a trapdoor there. Oh wait, that's kind of going to be annoying. Okay, yeah, that can't work. But I can put one there. That kind of looks like maybe it's like a pan that's cooking or something. But anyway, you can see there's kind of like a divider right here with the trapdoors, which I bet someone on Igniter is just going to come and flick all these trapdoors and annoy me. But anyway, going in here, there is a very small little bedroom, a little painting, and a little flower. I used the flower pot. I used the new flower pot, which I'm not sure I like in this situation. Maybe it would just look better like that. Maybe I can get rid of that too. Yeah, I think I kind of prefer that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not really sure I like the pot in this build. However, that is the interior of this build. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't have enough space in that build to do an interior. And in this build, I don't think I have that much space either, so that's definitely not going to be happening. And in this build as well, comment down below why we can't do an interior in there. However, we did do this very nice interior, this very nice interior, and this very nice interior. And because we've been doing so many interiors recently, I think GGJ knew that we enjoyed building, so he invited us to go over to his base and build something for him. Oh my gosh, Jay's area is just so cool. He has been doing so many builds recently, and he only joined the server about maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, which is actually incredible. Wow, this area is looking fantastic. If you do want to see all these builds, you can check out Jay's content down below in the description. But getting over to what we built for him, we come over here and we built this little spyglass for him. It is supposed to represent a little spyglass. I wasn't really sure how to build a spyglass, to be honest. I'll post a picture on the screen right now of what I was going to go with, but Jay preferred this version, which I kind of think I do as well. And I added some leaves to make it look a little bit overgrown. As you can see, there is the spyglass texture, so I think I did a decent job. But anyways, guys, that is gonna do it for today's IgnitorSMP episode. If you did enjoy, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below in the description. Check out all the Igniter members, join the Discord servers, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye!